Expectation of an African woman from a man she is dating. Yeah, this is us providing information for those of you who are dating African ladies. You're still courting, you're not yet married to them. These are the things that are expecting from you as a friend, as a suitor, as their future husband. Number one, they want you to actually respect their opinion. Yes, respect their opinion, respect their choice and dignity. Number two, they expect you to introduce them to your family. Yes, they want you to introduce them to any of your family members for them to feel at home, for them to know that this relationship is going to lead to something good. Like, yeah, maybe if not now, in future time, we are actually going to get to know the family, all the family members, and I will be part of the family. Like, they want you to introduce them to the family for them to actually know if the family also will give their conception. Sometimes when you introduce them to the family and the family member did not like them, maybe they don't like their tribe, they don't like their belief, the religious belief. It is they will appreciate knowing that early for them to know their stand. So an African woman who is dating you want you to introduce them to your family members, because here in Africa, you one person alone or you alone cannot get married to her. So she expects family to also, give their approval or conception for you both being together. Another thing an African woman will expect from you as a lover is someone who is going to show her love genuinely. Yeah, you are transparent enough to actually, you are transparent enough to actually build a trust. Yeah, and also you are open and you can communicate effectively when you are, what you think about what is okay, what to think at a point, sharing your opinion to her, not keeping her mute or just taking any action without her consent. Yeah, she wants you to be accountable, she wants you to be transparent. Another thing she will want you to do is to be supportive to her. Yes, if she is a lady who is actually maybe chasing a dream, she wants you to support her growth, she wants you to help building her stand. If she's the one that is still learning skill, she wants your support, for her to know that yes, you are my backbone. Sometimes, if they don't have money to actually pay for the skill they want to learn, they expect you to support them financially. Sometimes, if they are still in school, they want you to support them. They just want you to be supportive with your encouragement, maybe with your finance as well, helping them to achieve their personal growth and their professional growth. These are their expectations. Another thing an African lady you are dating will expect you to do is actually trying to ask some strategic questions that involve her culture. She wants you to know, have a hint of what her culture look like. Yeah, when you ask her any question relating to her cultural belief, you're giving her that mindset that, oh, we are going to somewhere. You are actually building up her trust and her love. That kind of things can make her, have a relaxed mind to be with you, that oh, this person actually have something in mind. Another thing an African woman that is dating you will expect you to do is to actually be a strong believer in whatever you are believing. They want you to be strong on it. They don't just want you to be a man who don't know, who don't have any spiritual faith. Yes, so they want you to be spiritual. If you're a Christian, they want a Christian who is committed, who is a prayerful man, who is actually who is actually a prayer warrior, who goes to church, who participates in weekly activities in the church. They just want you to be, active in your faith. If you are a Muslim, every Friday they want you to go to mosque, and all that. The same thing applicable to whatever belief you are chosen as a man. When even when they are not, when they have different religious belief, they will be happy to remind you, have you gone to church? Maybe she's a Muslim, or have you gone to mosque even when she's a Christian, stuff like that. So they want you to be committed. Another thing is, a man that expect from you is to be a man of your word. When you say let it be amen. Don't tell them that you are watching match when you are actually in the market square. Now, don't tell them something that you cannot actually defend. They expect you to be, accountable, like telling them the truth, which boils down to the transparency we mentioned earlier on. So they want a man that can give them a word, and they will not actually have reason to doubt because they know you are always telling them the truth. A truthful man. Another thing they will want or expect from you is a man that have leadership quality, a man that knows what he wants. You know your left from your right. You are not like a confused man. Now, they want a man that is capable of making some useful decision and standing by it. One mistake you will make when you are with an African woman is to be that man who is indecisive. If they find out that you are indecisive, you find it difficult to take decision, it's a red flag. They wouldn't like that. Another thing, when you are a man who cannot stand by your word, is a red flag. They don't expect you to be that man who is that yakre yakre. No, they want a man that is reliable, a man that is accountable, a man that is trustworthy. That is what they expect from you. Another thing an African woman will expect from you as a man she is dating, at least that time she love this with you, make you dey faithful to her. You have to be faithful. Infidelity is what she cannot tolerate, because if she perceive any form of that act, she will know that, oh, if I settle down with this one, maybe at the end he will end up marrying like many, or maybe end up divorcing me for another person. She don't want to smell any other lady around you, okay? Because that will actually kill the whole trust and the love she have for you. She don't want a man that will tell her, okay, she don't want a man that will have her and still have someone else in his life. Another thing an African woman would want from you is a man that has respect. When I mean respect for family, a man that has respect for family. You don't dare talk bad about an African woman family, an African lady's family, or talk down on them, or you don't have to do that. They wouldn't want to hear you talking bad about their mother's behavior or their father's behavior or the tribe they are actually coming from. They don't want to hear that. Another thing an African woman will not take from you or will expect from you is to have respect for her cultural practice. Yes, she wants you to actually respect. When, like as we said before, she will want you to ask, to actually know about the cultural practices. Another thing is for you to actually try as much as you can to show respect for those culture. For instance, if you visit any of her family members, or maybe she take you to her mother, if she's from those tribes that kneel down to greet, stuff like that, she will want you to kneel down or portray to greet the family members or the elders, because it's their tradition, one of their traditional practices. Another thing is, when maybe you enter their house, one of their traditional practices is that you will have to remove your footwear outside the house before you walk into the house. She will want you to follow suit. She wants you to do as tradition demands. Yeah, if she's that type that actually love her native food too, it will actually please her for you to try those native food. With this, she will know that you actually have respect for her own culture and tradition. An African woman also would want you to visit her home. Yeah, she wants to introduce you to her family member. Remember, we said before, She will expect you to introduce her to your family member, and she will also be happy to introduce you to her own family member. As such, she's having that confidence that these two families need to be together, and they need to start knowing themselves, they need to start agreeing with themselves, because we are going to become one family. Automatically, when you finally settle down with her, you are a son in her family and she's a daughter in your family. Therefore, that family is now seen as one people. You know, they will have respect for your own family. They also expect you and your family to have respect and regard for their family. Another thing an African woman you are dating will expect from you is to extend hands of help if you are capable to her family. If there is any need, urgent need, sometimes there might be occurrence in a situation where